So happy you're here. Welcome to Chai Beauty, where I get to share my thoughts, my dreams, my aspirations, my visions for the future. And guess what? You get to be along for this journey because we are in this together. In the previous chapter, we talked about the helper, now the performer. Successful oriented, image conscious, wired for productivity. They are motivated by a need to be or to appear successful and to avoid failure. Type 3's deadly sin is deceit. 3 values appeared on over substance, abandoning their true self to project a false, crowd-pleasing image. 3 buys their own performance and deceives themselves into believing they are their own persona. Do you deceive yourself? Do you put on a mask and decide this is the person I'm going to be so that I can obtain what society wants me to obtain? Or do you put on a mask to say, I'm only going to be this for a while so that I can be truly successful? Because if I am the way I am, my authentic self, I will be rejected and looked upon as weak. Deceit is a dangerous thing. It can lead you to believe something that you never believed about yourself, or you can buy into your own fantasy without really knowing the truth about yourself. My mask is off, and when I look in the mirror, I sometimes deceive myself in saying, I'm doing this because society would have biases against me if I wore my hair natural, if I looked a certain way. So I'm doing this for them. When in reality, I'm just afraid to admit that sometimes I have to relook at myself in the mirror and say, yes, I'm pretty no matter I straighten my hair or curl it. I'm pretty if I have these 20 pounds on me or not. I am my own image. And if I can accept myself, then others will surely follow in loving me because I have set the standard for what I will and cannot accept for myself. Is it hard to set boundaries? To say this is the thing that I will not cross so I can stay my authentic self? Yes. Yes, it is. And you will have people that will say that you are selfish and greedy and will never understand the way they talk and the way they do things, and I shouldn't judge them. But when I look at them, you judge me before I can even open my mouth because I'm not doing the things you do. Is that fair? When it comes to a 3, the advice I give is be healthy. Understand that everyone's achievements are not yours. That you are special in your own way. Been with a 3 on numerous occasions in my life. 1 3 that never understood how to fail, and they chose not to try. And in them not trying, they heard people keep saying, you're doing a wonderful job. Keep it up. You're indispensable. And this made this 3 feel so successful because they realized if they just did the minimum of what they knew they could do the best, people will always say they did a good job. They weren't willing to try something new. But when they looked at me as a 7 who failed a great deal, but was very knowledgeable about the topics and the things we did because I had already done it and made the wrong choice or the right choice. They always tell me that I was doing too much or that I needed to calm down. Like, why do you have to be the one that presents? Like, I can present. I'm great. And before I knew it, this person made me feel that I had to compete. When in reality, I just loved what I was doing. And I deceived myself for a little bit and saying I couldn't hang out with this person or I couldn't be in the same room with this person because I felt that we were in this ongoing battle of who could do what better. And then I woke up and said, I could never do what that person do. I'm not that great in that skill, but I can practice. Will I ever be as good as them? Who knows? My 7ness to complete a test sometimes shows that I kind of compete with myself. That way it's not really a failure to me. I guess that's my deceit. Me saying that I won't compare myself because I already know I can't do it. But as well as realizing that I probably could do it, just not like them. It'll be my own style. It doesn't make it wrong. It just means my done is different than your done. When you say it's complete, I can find things because of my different thoughts and beliefs. And make you question things just as much as if I did something and I told you was done. And you'll be like, well, you could do this and this. So my advice to the performer, be on stage and perform. But set your boundaries. Set the people who are invited to look upon you on the stage, the people that are there to support you, and protect your stage. Because you don't want to look around and realize that you never could be your authentic self because you allowed so many people to come and see you. And you perform for them when you realize all you needed was a few to help you be successful. And success is whatever you think of. It's not what I think of. I couldn't even measure your success. Ironically, my great source told me one time that they measured my success when they helped me grow as a person that could pay their bills, live on their own, and be happy. Well, if I listen to that advice, I'm successful. And once I made it to that point, I realized I competed to make sure that person understood that I could do those things. And now that I'm here, I'm trying to figure out what does my next success look like? Because it will be different than that person told me. And that will be a challenge all itself.